This audiobook unveils the ancient wisdom of the reality loop, revealing how your thoughts ripple through the universe to shape your life. As you listen, you'll uncover the hidden patterns that create your reality, learning to shift them to manifest the life you desire. It's time to awaken your power and master the dance of creation. Reality shifting. Introduction. In the depths of consciousness, where time dissolves and wisdom flows eternal, these ancient teachings emerge like whispers from the void. The reality loop, a sacred knowledge passed through generations of mystics and sages, now reveals itself to you, ready to transform your understanding of existence itself. This wisdom speaks of the eternal dance between thought and manifestation, a cosmic cycle as old as creation itself. Your thoughts, like ripples in the infinite ocean of consciousness, flow outward into the universe, touching the very fabric of reality. These ripples return, bringing with them the essence of your innermost beliefs and expectations. The reality loop operates through three eternal principles: projection, reception, and integration. Your mind projects your deepest beliefs onto the canvas of existence. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, receives these projections and shapes circumstances to mirror them. Through integration, these experiences become part of your consciousness, reinforcing or transforming your beliefs. This ancient knowledge reveals that your reality is not fixed but fluid, constantly responding to the energy you emit. Each thought forms a thread in the tapestry of your experience, weaving patterns that become your lived reality. The power to shape these patterns lies within you, waiting to be awakened. As you uncover these timeless truths, you begin to recognize the subtle ways your thoughts have already shaped your world. The reality loop has always been active, operating whether you were aware of it or not. Now, with this sacred understanding, you stand at the threshold of conscious creation. The wisdom contained within these teachings will illuminate the path to mastery over your reality. Through understanding and applying these principles, you will learn to navigate the currents of creation itself, becoming a conscious participant in the eternal dance of manifestation. Part 1. Awakening to the Reality Loop. Chapter 1. The Hidden Code. In ancient times, a traveler named Kairos wandered through a mystical desert, clutching a weathered map marked with cryptic symbols. For years, he studied these markings, believing they led to unimaginable treasure. One night, beneath the stars, he realized the symbols weren't directions to a physical location. They were keys to understanding the desert itself. As he aligned his thoughts with these sacred patterns, the landscape transformed, revealing an oasis of abundance that had been present all along. Like Kairos, you stand before the map of your own consciousness, discovering that the treasure you seek lies not in distant realms, but in understanding the eternal patterns that shape your reality. The reality loop operates as a continuous cycle where your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs create vibrations that ripple through the fabric of existence. Consider the tale of Isabella, a painter who lived in a humble cottage. Each morning she would sit before her blank canvas, understanding that every brushstroke would shape her creation. She learned that hesitant strokes created uncertain images, while confident sweeps manifested bold expressions of beauty. Through patient practice, she discovered that her state of being while painting directly influenced the art that emerged. Your life unfolds in much the same way. Every thought you hold, every emotion you nurture, sends ripples through the reality loop. These vibrations attract experiences that match their frequency, creating a continuous cycle of creation. When you understand this principle, You become like Isabella, a conscious creator of your reality. The ancient ones knew this truth. Your outer world mirrors your inner landscape. Just as Isabella's paintings reflected her inner state, your experiences reflect the vibrations you maintain within. This is not merely metaphor, but the very mechanism through which reality manifests. Now it is time to map your own reality loop through this sacred practice. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, allowing your awareness to settle into the present moment. Envision yourself standing before a great mirror of consciousness. This mirror reflects not just your physical form, but the entire tapestry of your current reality. Observe the patterns before you, your relationships, your work, your home, your achievements, and your challenges. Notice how each aspect connects to your predominant thoughts and feelings. Where do you see harmony? Where do you sense resistance? Now imagine these patterns as streams of light, flowing in continuous loops between your consciousness and your experiences. Watch how your thoughts create ripples that flow outward, returning as the circumstances of your life. Let your awareness expand to recognize the vibrational quality of each pattern. Some may feel light and flowing, while others appear dense or constricted. Simply observe without judgment, understanding that each pattern reveals a truth about your inner state. This practice unveils the living map of your reality loop, showing you precisely how your inner world creates your outer experience. Chapter 2: The Mirror of Existence. In the ancient scrolls of wisdom there exists a tale of Adira, a mystic who discovered a sacred mirror in a forgotten temple. Unlike ordinary mirrors that showed mere reflections, this mystical glass revealed the truth of one's inner realm. As Adira gazed into its depth, she witnessed not her physical form, but the landscape of her thoughts and beliefs manifesting as living scenes. Her fears appeared as thorny barriers, her hopes as streams of golden light, and her doubts as shadows that dimmed the brilliance of her potential. The universe operates through this same principle of reflection. Just as Adira's mirror revealed her inner truth, your external world mirrors the vibrations you hold within. Every circumstance, every relationship, every experience manifests as a reflection of your dominant thoughts and emotions. This eternal law governs all creation. Your outer reality must align with your inner state. When you understand this truth, you hold the key to transforming your entire existence. Your life becomes the mirror, reflecting back the sum of your beliefs, expectations, and emotional patterns. Let us turn to the wisdom held in the story of Marcus, a gardener who inherited a barren plot of land. While others saw only lifeless soil, Marcus understood a deeper truth. The garden would reflect the care and vision he held within. Each morning he would sit in meditation, cultivating peace and abundance in his heart before touching a single seed. As his inner garden flourished with possibility, the physical land began to transform. Where others saw impossibility, his unwavering faith called forth springs of water. Where doubt would have yielded weeds, his certainty cultivated flowers. Season by season, his inner abundance manifested as a verdant oasis that nourished all who entered. Your life follows this same pattern. The circumstances you encounter are not random events, but reflections of your inner garden. When you nurture thoughts of lack, the mirror of life reflects scarcity. When you cultivate gratitude and abundance within, your external world blossoms accordingly. Now you are ready to unveil the reflections in your own life through this sacred practice. Take a journal and divide a page into 2 columns. In the first column, write down the recurring patterns you observe in your life, the situations, relationships, and circumstances that appear repeatedly. These are the reflections your life mirror shows you. In the second column, explore the inner beliefs and thoughts that correspond to these patterns. What must you believe about yourself or the world for these situations to manifest? Write with complete honesty, understanding that each reflection offers a gateway to transformation. Observe any themes that emerge. Do you notice patterns of delay, abundance, struggle, or ease? Each pattern reveals a belief system operating within you, creating your reality through the law of reflection. Chapter 3, The Energy Blueprint. In the ancient scrolls of wisdom lies the tale of Solomon, an architect whose understanding transcended mere stone and mortar. In a bustling kingdom, he was tasked with building an impenetrable fortress. While others focused on thick walls and sturdy gates, Solomon knew that true strength began in the unseen realm. Before laying a single stone, Solomon spent days in silent communion with the energy of the land. He understood that every structure first exists as a vibration, an energetic blueprint that shapes physical reality. As he aligned his own energy with his vision, the fortress took shape in the ethereal plane. Only then did he begin the physical construction, each stone placed in perfect resonance with this energetic foundation. When completed, the fortress stood unshakable, not merely because of its physical structure, but because it was built upon the immutable laws of vibrational alignment. This truth extends to every aspect of your existence. Your reality, like Solomon's fortress, rises from the foundation of your energetic state. Your thoughts and emotions emit specific frequencies that attract corresponding experiences. When you maintain a high vibrational state of joy, gratitude, and expectation, you naturally draw circumstances that match these frequencies. Conversely, lower vibrations of doubt, fear, or lack attract experiences that mirror these states. This wisdom is further illuminated in the tale of Aria, a gifted musician in a distant land. She discovered that her instrument would only produce pure, beautiful music when perfectly tuned. Even the slightest misalignment created discord. Through patient practice, Aria learned to detect the subtlest variations in tone, adjusting her strings until they resonated in perfect harmony. Your energy field operates like Aria's instrument. When you tune yourself to the frequency of your desires, be it abundance, love, or success, you create a natural resonance that draws these experiences into your life. This is not mere chance, but the operation of universal law. To harness this principle, find a quiet space where you can be undisturbed. Close your eyes and bring awareness to your current emotional state. Feel its vibration, its texture in your energy field. Now consciously choose to shift this vibration upward. If you feel anxiety, guide yourself toward peace. If you experience lack, attune yourself to abundance. Begin with your breath, allowing each inhalation to lift your frequency higher. Visualize golden light filling your being, raising your vibration like Aria tuning her instrument. Hold in your awareness the feeling of your desired reality, not as a future possibility, but as a present truth. Maintain this elevated state for several minutes, anchoring this new frequency in your energy field. This practice, passed down through generations of masters, attunes your personal vibration to the frequency of your deepest desires, creating an unshakable foundation for manifestation. Chapter 4, The Forbidden Gate. In the archives of ancient wisdom there lies a tale of Thaddeus, a truth seeker who discovered inscriptions on weathered stone tablets. These markings spoke of a mystical gateway that could only be opened by speaking words of power, not mere sounds but vibrations that resonated with the very fabric of reality. For many moons, Thaddeus studied these inscriptions, understanding that each symbol held a fragment of universal truth. One dawn, As the first light touched the ancient stones, he realized the profound simplicity of the teaching. The word of power was not a complex incantation, but rather the pure vibration of his deepest truth, spoken with unwavering intention. Standing before the gateway, Thaddeus spoke from the depths of his being, his voice carrying the frequency of absolute certainty. The gate shimmered and dissolved, revealing pathways to infinite possibilities. This wisdom unveils a fundamental truth. Your consciousness is the key that unlocks alternate realities. Through focused intention and aligned energy, you access dimensions of experience that exist beyond your current perception. These parallel realities are not distant realms, but rather frequencies available to you in each moment. To access these alternate realities, you must first understand that your current experience is merely one frequency among infinite possibilities. By shifting your vibrational state through conscious intention, you tune yourself to different channels of reality. Consider the tale of Maya, a traveler who came upon a mystical forest where paths appeared and disappeared with each step. At first, she wandered aimlessly, letting circumstance guide her journey. But soon she discovered that when she held a clear intention, certain paths would illuminate while others faded. She learned that her focused attention created the very ground beneath her feet. Like Maya, you stand at a crossroads in each moment. Every thought, every choice, every focused intention creates a pathway to a different reality. These are not metaphorical choices, but literal shifts in the frequency of your experience. Your power lies in conscious selection. When you maintain unwavering focus on your chosen reality, you naturally align with its frequency. This alignment is the ancient word of power that opens the gateway to new dimensions of experience. Now close your eyes and envision a magnificent gateway before you. Feel its ancient power, its timeless presence. This gateway represents the threshold between your current reality and the infinite possibilities that await. Take a moment to clear your energy field, letting go of any doubts or limiting beliefs. See your desired reality clearly on the other side of this gateway. Feel its vibration, its essence. Now, with unwavering intention, step through this gateway. Feel the shift in your energy as you cross this threshold. You have entered the frequency of your chosen reality. Let this new vibration permeate every cell of your being. Chapter 5. Awakening the Infinite Observer. In the high mountains of an ancient land, there lived a sage named Varun, who spent his days observing the world from his humble dwelling. While others rushed through life caught in the whirlwind of daily concerns, Varun learned to step back and witness existence through the lens of timelessness. As you journey deeper into these teachings, understand that Varun's wisdom reveals a fundamental truth. Your power to shape reality emerges when you master the art of observation. Through years of patient watching, Varun discovered that life's events were like clouds passing through an endless sky, temporary formations in the vast expanse of consciousness. The universe operates through precise laws, unchanging and eternal. When you learn to observe your experiences from this elevated perspective, you free yourself from the grip of reactive patterns that bind you to unwanted circumstances. To master this art of conscious creation, you must first become the witness to your own experience. Like a bird soaring high above the landscape, maintain awareness of the broader picture while circumstances unfold below. This detachment is not cold indifference, but rather the cultivation of a higher perspective that allows you to direct your energy with purpose. Consider the tale of Isabella, a sculptor who stood before an enormous block of marble. Rather than attacking the stone with hurried strikes, she spent days in silent observation, seeing the finished masterpiece that lay within. Through patient, focused awareness, she removed only what was necessary, allowing the inherent beauty to emerge naturally. Your reality is like Isabella's marble. The masterpiece already exists within the infinite field of possibility. Through focused awareness, you chip away at the thoughts, beliefs, and patterns that obscure your desired reality. This is not a process of forcing or struggling, but of revealing what already is through conscious observation. When you learn to witness your thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them, you gain the power to redirect your energy. Like Isabella seeing the finished sculpture within the stone, you begin to perceive the reality you wish to create as already present, waiting to be revealed through your focused awareness. Now find a quiet space where you can sit undisturbed. Close your eyes and allow your awareness to expand. Notice the thoughts that arise in your mind. Rather than engaging with them, simply observe them as though watching clouds pass across the sky. Notice how each thought carries an emotional charge, yet you remain the unchanging witness to these passing phenomena. As thoughts and feelings arise, practice maintaining the perspective of the eternal observer. Notice how this subtle shift in awareness creates space between you and your experiences. In this space lies your power to consciously direct the flow of energy that shapes your reality. Chapter 6. Breaking the Chains of Perception. In the depths of an ancient prison carved from stone, a man named Kalen sat bound by heavy iron chains. Day after day, he pulled against his restraints until his wrists were raw, cursing the fate that held him captive. Yet one night, as moonlight filtered through his cell window, he noticed something extraordinary. His chains cast no shadow. Puzzled, Kalen reached out to touch the metal that had tormented him for so long. To his astonishment, his hand passed straight through the chains. In that moment of revelation, he understood. The prison that held him existed only in his mind. You too carry chains that appear solid and unbreakable. These chains are the limiting beliefs you have accepted as truth. Thoughts that whisper, "I am not worthy," "This is impossible," or "I cannot change." Like Kalen's chains, these beliefs cast no shadow because they have no substance beyond the power you give them. The universe knows no limitations. The same force that moves planets and ignites stars flows through you, unbounded and free. Your perceived constraints are but thoughts given form through repeated attention and belief. In a distant meadow, a golden bird lived in an ornate cage. Though the door stood open, the bird remained inside, believing flight was no longer possible. One morning, a breeze carried the song of wild birds through the air. As their melody awakened something deep within, the caged bird spread its wings and discovered it had never forgotten how to fly. Your limiting beliefs are like that gilded cage. Comfortable, perhaps, but preventing you from soaring to your true potential. Each time you say, "I can't," you choose to remain within self-imposed boundaries. Yet freedom awaits the moment you recognize these boundaries exist only in thought. The beliefs that shape your reality are not carved in stone. They are energy patterns that can be transformed through conscious awareness. When you identify a limiting belief, you begin to loosen its hold. When you choose a new, empowering belief, you create space for fresh possibilities to emerge. Take your journal now and draw a line down the center of a blank page. On the left side, write down every limiting belief that holds you back. Let them flow freely onto the paper, acknowledging each one without judgment. These are the invisible chains you have carried. Now, one by one, transform each limiting belief into an empowering truth. Where you wrote, "I am not good enough," write, "I am worthy of all I desire." Where you claimed, "This is impossible," declare, "I align with infinite possibility." Feel the energy shift as you consciously choose new beliefs that support your highest vision. Chapter 7. The Paradox of Surrender. In the days of old, there lived a warrior named Theron whose blade had never known defeat. His reputation spread across lands near and far, drawing challengers who sought to test their might against his legendary skill. Yet his greatest battle awaited him not on any battlefield, but in a sacred grove, where an ancient master dwelled. As Theron approached the master, sword drawn and ready for combat, the Old One simply smiled and sat in peaceful meditation. No matter how Theron circled or threatened, the master remained unmoved. Finally, in frustration, Theron lowered his weapon, and in that moment of surrender, he glimpsed a truth more powerful than any blade. You too stand ready for battle, gripping tightly to your own weapons of control, resistance, and force of will. Yet true power lies not in struggling against the currents of life, but in aligning with them. When you release your grip on how things should be, you open yourself to how they could be. Consider the great river that winds through the valley. When it meets a boulder, it does not wage war against the stone. Instead, it yields, flowing around the obstacle with graceful acceptance. The river's strength lies not in confrontation, but in its willingness to adapt, to find new pathways forward. Through surrender, it carries more power than any force that tries to contain it. The reality loop operates with this same divine wisdom. When you resist what is, you create friction that blocks the natural flow of manifestation. Your tight grip on outcomes becomes the very force that pushes them away. But when you surrender to the infinite intelligence of the universe, you align with currents far greater than your limited perspective can perceive. This surrender is not passive resignation, but active trust in the perfect unfolding of your reality. It is the wisdom to know that sometimes letting go of the fight creates space for miracles to enter. Just as Theron discovered more power in lowering his sword than in wielding it, you will find greater manifestation through acceptance than through force. Take a moment now to craft an affirmation that expresses your trust in the universe's perfect timing and wisdom. Speak words that acknowledge your willingness to release resistance and flow with divine timing. Perhaps, I trust in the perfect unfolding of my reality, or I surrender to the wisdom that guides my path. Keep this affirmation close, returning to it whenever doubt or the need to control arises. Let it remind you that true power lies not in forcing your way forward, but in flowing with the currents that carry you toward your highest good. Chapter 8. The Reflective Universe. In a time beyond memory, a wise woman named Arya lived in solitude atop a mountain peak. Each evening, she would light a single candle and gaze up at the vast expanse of stars above. One night, as she watched her tiny flame dance in the darkness, she noticed how the countless stars seemed to pulse in rhythm with her light. In that moment, she understood a truth that had eluded her for years. The smallest light can call to the greatest lights of heaven. You hold within you this same sacred flame, a vibrational energy that ripples outward into the infinite. The universe, in its boundless wisdom, responds not to your words or actions, but to the frequency you emanate. Like Arya's candle-drawing response from the stars, your inner light attracts experiences that match its brilliance. The law of vibrational alignment reveals that transformation flows from within to without. As you cultivate higher frequencies of thought, emotion, and belief, the external world shifts to mirror your inner state. This is not mere metaphor, but the very mechanism by which reality takes shape around you. In the fertile valleys below Arya's mountain lived a farmer named Marcus. While others planted seeds in unprepared soil and wondered why nothing grew, Marcus spent seasons enriching his land. He understood that abundant harvests begin with nurturing the earth itself. Through patient tending, he created conditions where growth became inevitable. Your consciousness is like Marcus's soil. When you fill it with thoughts of lack, doubt, or unworthiness, you create barren ground where desires cannot take root. But as you cultivate thoughts of abundance, gratitude, and possibility, you prepare fertile soil for manifestation. The universe responds not to what you want, but to what you are. Your vibrational frequency must align with your desires before they can manifest in physical form. Just as a seed requires prepared soil to flourish, your dreams require aligned energy to materialize. Each day, set aside time for the ancient practice of affirmation. Speak words that resonate with the reality you wish to create, feeling their truth in every cell of your being. Let these declarations of alignment become as natural as breathing. I am in perfect harmony with the abundance of the universe. My inner light draws all good things to me. I radiate the energy of my desires. What I seek is seeking me. Repeat these affirmations with the certainty of one who knows their power. Like Arya's candle calling to the stars, let your words ripple outward, aligning your energy with the infinite potential that surrounds you. Chapter 9. The Vibrational Doorway. In the ancient scrolls of the East, there is told a tale of Yashi, a mystic who discovered that emotions were not merely feelings, but frequencies that could unlock doorways to new dimensions of being. Each morning, Yashi would sit before a wall of solid stone, breathing deeply and allowing joy to fill her heart. As her vibration rose, the seemingly impenetrable wall would shimmer like water, revealing a gateway of pure light through which she could step into realms of unlimited possibility. You too possess this ability to transcend the apparent limitations of your current reality. Your emotions are not random occurrences but precise spiritual instruments, each carrying a unique vibrational signature that resonates with different dimensions of experience. When you master the art of emotional alignment, you hold the keys to every reality you wish to create. The universe operates through exact vibrational frequencies, responding with mathematical precision to the energy you emit. Like attracts like in accordance with immutable cosmic law. Your emotional state serves as a beacon, drawing to you experiences that match its frequency. In a distant kingdom lived Ibrahim, a master keymaker, whose craft transcended mere metalwork. He understood that each lock required a key cut to exact specifications. A hair's breadth too wide or narrow would render it useless. Through years of dedication, Ibrahim learned to feel the perfect measurements in his hands, crafting keys with such precision that they seemed to meld with their locks as though they were one. Your emotions work in much the same way. Each desire has its own vibrational frequency, like a lock waiting for its perfect key. When you align your emotional state precisely with the frequency of your desire, the door to that reality opens effortlessly. This is not approximate work. It requires the same precision as Ibrahim's craft. To access new dimensions of experience, you must first become attuned to the subtle variations in your emotional frequency. Close your eyes now and settle into a state of calm awareness. Feel the current vibration of your being. Notice how different thoughts shift this frequency, like turning a dial on a radio. Begin to elevate your emotional state deliberately, calling forth feelings of joy, gratitude, and abundance. Let these higher frequencies fill every cell of your body until you vibrate in perfect harmony with your desires. Hold this state knowing it is the key that unlocks the reality you seek. This ancient practice of emotional alignment serves as your gateway to infinite possibility. As you master it, you will find yourself naturally drawing experiences that match your highest vision. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and bring to mind a desire you wish to manifest. Now, rather than focusing on the desire itself, tune into the emotional frequency you would experience if it were already fulfilled. Allow this feeling to build within you, becoming more refined and precise. Maintain this elevated state for several minutes, knowing you are broadcasting the exact frequency needed to attract your desire. Practice this alignment daily, treating your emotions as the sacred keys they truly are. Chapter 10. The Awakening Ritual. In the temples of old, Maya, an initiate of the sacred mysteries, understood that transformation required more than knowledge. It demanded dedication to daily practice. Each dawn she would ascend the temple steps, light 3 candles, and perform the ancient rituals that aligned her spirit with the cosmic forces. Through unwavering commitment to these sacred acts, Maya discovered the power to reshape the fabric of her reality. You now stand at the threshold of similar wisdom. The ancient teachings whisper that reality shifting is not a single act but a sacred practice, woven into the tapestry of daily life. Each morning brings an opportunity to align your energy with the infinite possibilities that await. The universe responds not to sporadic bursts of intention, but to the steady pulse of devoted practice. Like a garden that requires daily tending, your reality-shifting potential flourishes through consistent nurturing. These are not mere routines, but sacred ceremonies that bridge the gap between worlds. In a distant mountain village lived Amara, a master weaver whose tapestries were said to capture dreams. Each day she would sit at her loom before sunrise, weaving thread after thread with precise intention. Some days the progress seemed insignificant, a mere handful of threads added to the vast design. Yet Amara understood that every thread was essential, every moment at the loom a sacred act of creation. As weeks passed, the seemingly small daily efforts transformed into masterpieces that took viewers' breath away. Your reality-shifting practice follows this same principle. Each visualization, every affirmation, all moments of focused intention are threads in the tapestry of your transformed reality. The power lies not in sporadic grand gestures, but in the accumulated energy of daily devotion. The ancient ones knew that ritual creates a bridge between the world of possibility and the realm of manifestation. Through consistent practice, you weave this bridge stronger each day, making passage between realities increasingly effortless. As the sun rises each morning, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Light a candle to symbolize illumination of new possibilities. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, allowing each exhale to release attachment to current reality. Visualize yourself stepping through a doorway of light into your desired reality. Feel the sensations, emotions, and vibrations of this new dimension with every cell of your being. Write in your journal the experiences and insights that arise during this journey. Close with an affirmation that anchors your shift. I am the weaver of realities, transforming possibility into experience through sacred practice. Perform this ritual daily, knowing that each session strengthens your reality-shifting abilities. Part 2. Mastering the Art of Shifting. Chapter 11. Rewriting the Narrative. In a distant land, there lived a storyteller named Theron, whose tales were etched in golden scrolls, cherished by all who heard them. Yet one day, gazing upon his life's work, he realized these stories no longer served the truth within his heart. With trembling hands he took sacred water and washed clean every scroll, watching years of familiar narratives dissolve before his eyes. In the empty space that remained, he began to write anew, not tales of others, but the story of who he was becoming. You hold within you the same power as Theron, the ability to erase and rewrite the story of your existence. The universe responds not to what was written before, but to the vibration of the tale you tell now. Each thought, each belief, each word you speak forms the ink with which you write your reality. The ancient scrolls teach that your mind is like a garden where stories take root and grow. Some tales planted long ago by others or by your younger self may now cast shadows over your potential. Yet you possess the divine right to uproot these limiting narratives and sow new seeds of possibility. There once was a phoenix named Aurelia who had grown weary of her magnificent plumage. Year after year, she carried the weight of old feathers, until one day she chose to surrender to the sacred flames of transformation. As fire consumed what was, Aurelia did not resist. From her ashes emerged not the bird she had been, but the one she chose to become, her wings now shimmering with colors previously unimagined. Like Aurelia, you stand at the threshold of renewal. The stories that have defined you need not constrain you. Each moment offers an opportunity to rise anew, to shed the weight of outdated narratives and embrace the vibration of your highest potential. This wisdom reveals itself in your own life. The tales you tell about your capabilities, your worth, your place in the universe, these are not fixed truths, but chosen perspectives. By consciously crafting new stories aligned with your desires, you release the energetic imprint of old limitations and create space for fresh possibilities to manifest. Take now your journal and sacred pen. Draw a line down the center of the page. On the left, inscribe the old stories that have shaped your reality, beliefs about what is possible, narratives about who you are. Let your hand move without judgment, acknowledging these tales that have served their purpose. On the right side, begin to write your new story. Speak of yourself as you choose to be, of the reality you are stepping into. Write in the present tense, as if these new truths already live within you. Feel the power of each word as it flows from your pen, knowing that you are not merely writing. You are weaving new patterns into the fabric of existence. Close your eyes and feel these new stories settling into your being. Speak them aloud, allowing their vibration to ripple through every cell. Know that as you embrace these fresh narratives, the universe begins its dance of manifestation, transforming thought into experience. Chapter 12. The Power of Present Alignment. In a time beyond memory, there lived a master clockmaker named Ibrahim who discovered an ancient timepiece in the depths of a forgotten temple. Its gears were frozen, its hands still, yet something about its craftsmanship spoke of mysteries beyond ordinary understanding. As Ibrahim studied the mechanism, he realized that each gear represented a different aspect of existence: thought, emotion, and action. Night after night, he worked to restore the timepiece, but traditional methods failed. Only when Ibrahim learned to attune himself completely to the present moment did the secret reveal itself. In perfect stillness, he could hear the subtle rhythm that guided each gear. By aligning his entire being with that singular moment, the timepiece began to move, revealing patterns of golden light that danced across the temple walls. The universe operates much like this sacred timepiece. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions align in the present moment, you activate the reality loop's transformative power. Each moment contains infinite potential, waiting to be awakened by your conscious presence. In the highlands of an ageless mountain, a dancer named Maya discovered that true mastery came not from memorizing steps, but from becoming one with the music of now. As she moved, Maya surrendered all thoughts of past and future, existing purely in the flow of each beat. Her dance became a living prayer, each movement in perfect harmony with the universal rhythm. This eternal wisdom whispers that manifestation flows not from constant reaching toward tomorrow, but from full embodiment of the present. When you align completely with the now, you tap into the creative force that shapes all reality. Your presence becomes a beacon, attracting experiences that match your current vibration. Look at your own life. How often does your mind wander from the present moment? Each time you drift into past regrets or future anxieties, you dilute your manifestation power. Yet when you anchor yourself fully in the now, aligning your entire being with the present moment, you become a conscious creator in the reality loop. Now, close your eyes and bring your awareness to this sacred moment. Feel the weight of your body, the rhythm of your breath. Let all thoughts of past and future gently fade, like mist in the morning sun. Focus on 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can feel, 1 thing you can smell. As you settle into this moment, allow gratitude to well up within you. What blessings surround you right now? What simple gifts have you overlooked? Let this appreciation fill your entire being, knowing that gratitude in the present moment plants seeds for future abundance. Set a clear intention for this moment, not as a future goal, but as a present reality. Feel it living through you now, as if it has already manifested. Let this intention infuse every breath, every heartbeat, every cell of your body. Chapter 13, The Feedback Loop. In a valley untouched by time, an inventor named Rashid crafted intricate devices that seemed to dance with life itself. His greatest creation, a mechanical butterfly, remained lifeless despite his meticulous work. Night after night he adjusted its delicate wings and refined its gears, yet something essential eluded him. One dawn, as sunlight filtered through his workshop window, Rashid noticed how the shadows of his tools danced across the workbench. In that moment he understood. He had been so focused on his vision that he had missed the subtle messages all around him. When he began to observe how his creation responded to each adjustment, the butterfly's wings finally stirred with life. The universe speaks to you in this same way, offering constant feedback through the experiences you attract. Every circumstance, every encounter, every seeming coincidence carries a message about your vibrational alignment. These signs are not random. They are precise reflections of your inner state. In the heart of an ancient garden, a woman named Amara tended to plants that seemed to whisper secrets of growth. At first, she followed rigid schedules for watering and care, but her garden struggled. Only when she learned to read the subtle signs, a drooping leaf, a change in color, the texture of soil, did her garden flourish. Each plant taught her to adjust her actions based on what was needed in the moment. Like Amara's garden, your reality responds to your energy with perfect precision. When you learn to interpret these responses, you gain the power to refine your vibration with extraordinary accuracy. A delayed manifestation may signal resistance in your belief system. An unexpected opportunity might reveal an alignment with your true path. The signs appear in many forms: repeated numbers, chance encounters, overheard conversations that answer unspoken questions. These synchronicities are the universe's way of guiding you toward or away from certain vibrational frequencies. By observing them without attachment, you develop the wisdom to adjust your energy for clearer manifestation. To master this sacred dialogue with the universe, you must become a conscious observer of life's feedback. Begin by maintaining a journal of daily synchronicities. Each evening, record the meaningful coincidences, recurring patterns, and unexpected events that caught your attention. Notice how these signs correlate with your thoughts, emotions, and intentions from earlier in the day or week. Ask yourself, what message might this sign carry? How does it reflect my current vibrational state? What adjustments could I make to align more precisely with my desires? Let your intuition guide you in interpreting these messages, knowing that the universe speaks in a language unique to each soul. Chapter 14, The Quantum Leap. In a distant mountain range where ancient wisdom whispers through the mists, a traveler named Kai approached the edge of a great chasm. The bridge that once spanned the void had long since crumbled, leaving only two stone pillars reaching toward each other across the depths. As night approached and storm clouds gathered, Kai knew waiting meant certain peril. In that moment of truth, he stepped back, closed his eyes, and leaped forward with complete faith. As his foot touched the other side, the very fabric of reality seemed to shift, and he found himself standing on solid ground, surrounded by sunlight and blooming flowers. You stand at similar precipices in your own journey, facing moments that demand unwavering trust in the infinite possibilities that await. The universe presents these quantum crossroads, points where your reality can transform in an instant through the power of absolute conviction. Consider the tale of Maya, a musician who performed in the grand halls of an ancient palace. When her carefully prepared composition was lost moments before her performance, she stepped onto the stage with only her instrument and her faith. As her fingers touched the strings, a melody more beautiful than any she had written flowed through her, enchanting all who listened. She had accessed a timeline where the perfect song already existed, allowing it to manifest through her surrender to the moment. These stories illuminate a profound truth. Reality is not a fixed path, but a sea of infinite possibilities. Each moment presents an opportunity to leap into a new timeline, one aligned with your highest vision. Your vibrational frequency acts as the bridge between these parallel realities. When you maintain unwavering alignment with your desired outcome, you naturally shift into the timeline where that outcome exists. The key lies in making decisive, energetic choices. Just as Kai didn't hesitate at the chasm's edge, you must act with complete conviction when choosing a new vibrational reality. This means releasing attachment to current circumstances and fully embracing the energy of your desired timeline. To practice this sacred art of timeline shifting, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and visualize yourself standing at the edge of a glowing portal. Beyond it lies the reality where your deepest desires have already manifested. Feel the magnetic pull of this timeline, calling you to step through. Take 3 deep breaths, allowing each exhale to release doubt and hesitation. On your next breath, see yourself stepping through the portal with absolute trust. Experience the sensation of your energy aligning with this new reality. Feel the shift in your very cells as you integrate with this timeline. Know that you have chosen this new reality with the same certainty that guides the stars in their courses. Chapter 15. Anchoring Intentions and Energy. In the mists of time, a lighthouse keeper named Alara tended her beacon through the fiercest storms that battered the rocky coastline. While others sought shelter, she remained steadfast at her post, knowing that countless lives depended on her light piercing the darkness. Night after night, she polished the glass, trimmed the wick, and maintained an unwavering flame that guided ships to safe harbor. You too possess the power to become a beacon of focused energy, drawing your desires through the storms of circumstance. Like Alara's lighthouse, your intentions must shine with steady brilliance, undimmed by doubt or distraction. The ancient laws reveal that scattered energy creates scattered results. When your focus wavers, your manifesting power diminishes. Each shifting thought and emotion sends ripples through the fabric of reality, disrupting the clear signal of your intentions. But when you anchor your energy in emotional resonance with your desires, you create a stable foundation for manifestation. Consider the tale of Theon, a master potter whose hands shaped clay into vessels of extraordinary beauty. One day, a young apprentice asked how he achieved such perfection. Theon placed a lump of clay on his wheel and began to spin it. "Watch," he said. "Before any shape can emerge, the clay must first be centered." The apprentice observed as Theon's steady hands brought the wild, wobbling clay into perfect alignment with the wheel's center. Only then did the vessel begin to take form. Like the potter's wheel, your energy must find its center. When your thoughts and emotions align with unwavering focus on your desired reality, manifestation flows naturally. This requires more than mere thinking. It demands emotional resonance, a deep feeling of connection with what you wish to create. The wisdom of the ages teaches that emotional clarity acts as an anchor for your intentions. Just as a ship needs a steady anchor to hold its position in stormy seas, your desires need the stabilizing force of focused emotional energy. To master this ancient practice, create a sacred space of stillness. Close your eyes and speak an affirmation that captures the essence of your desire. Rather than simply repeating words, allow each phrase to resonate deeply within. Feel the reality of your words as though they are already manifest. As you speak your truth, visualize a golden light emanating from your heart center. With each breath, this light grows stronger, more stable. Let it become your anchor, holding steady against any winds of doubt or distraction. In this state of anchored awareness, your energy becomes a beacon, drawing your desires through the mists of possibility into physical form. This combination of clear affirmation and emotional resonance creates a vibrational anchor, stabilizing your energy in perfect alignment with your intentions. Practice this daily, allowing each session to strengthen your focus and deepen your emotional connection to your desired reality. Chapter 16: The Shadow Integration. In the depths of an ancient forest where moonlight painted silver paths between towering trees, a wanderer named Maya encountered her own shadow cast upon the ground. Unlike ordinary shadows that mirror movements, this one moved independently, revealing the deepest fears she had long tried to escape. As Maya stepped forward to confront this darkness, she discovered it held not demons, but forgotten pieces of her own power. You too walk this moonlit path of self-discovery, where shadows hold hidden treasures waiting to be claimed. The reality loop responds not only to your conscious intentions, but to the depths of your being, including those aspects you may wish to deny or suppress. The wisdom keepers of old understood that what you resist persists, creating blockages in the flow of manifestation. Each fear you push away becomes a wall between you and your desires. Yet within these very shadows lie the seeds of your greatest transformations. Consider the tale of Ibrahim, a master jeweler who received a rough diamond others had discarded as worthless. Where they saw only darkness and flaws, Ibrahim perceived hidden potential. With patient dedication, he worked with both the crystal's clear facets and its inclusions. Through careful polishing and cutting, the very aspects others rejected became the source of the stone's unique fire and beauty. Like Ibrahim's diamond, your shadows contain untapped brilliance. The parts of yourself you judge as imperfect or unworthy are not obstacles to overcome, but powerful allies waiting to be integrated. When you embrace these aspects with understanding, they transform from barriers into bridges leading to your highest potential. The ancient teachings reveal that true manifestation power flows from wholeness, not perfection. By acknowledging and accepting all aspects of your being, you release the energy once spent on resistance. This liberation allows the reality loop to respond to your complete authentic self rather than a carefully curated facade. Your shadow aspects serve as teachers, offering wisdom through the very challenges they present. Each fear carries a lesson, each doubt holds a gift, and each perceived limitation contains the seed of a new strength. Through integration rather than rejection, these shadows become sources of power in your reality creation. To work with these profound truths, find a quiet moment to commune with your inner self. Take pen to paper and allow your hidden fears and limiting beliefs to emerge without judgment. Write them down, acknowledging their presence with compassion. Then, with the wisdom of the ancient alchemists, begin the sacred process of transformation. For each shadow aspect you've identified, craft an affirmation that embraces and transmutes its energy into power. This practice honors both light and shadow, creating wholeness through acceptance and transformation. As you continue this work, you'll discover that what once appeared as obstacles were actually stepping stones on your path to manifesting your highest potential. Chapter 17, Signs, Symbols, and Synchronicities. In the ancient times, there lived a stargazer named Orion who spent his nights mapping the dance of celestial bodies across the velvet sky. Each evening he noticed patterns emerging, not just in the stars themselves, but in how they mirrored events in the world below. When 3 shooting stars streaked across the heavens, 3 travelers would arrive bearing gifts. When certain constellations aligned, the seasons would shift. You, like Orion, exist in a universe that speaks through signs and symbols. These celestial messages appear not just in the stars above, but in the everyday moments of your life. A number that repeats, a word that follows you, a chance encounter that shifts your path. These are the constellations of your personal sky, guiding you toward alignment with your deepest desires. The universe communicates through the language of synchronicity, weaving patterns into the fabric of your experience. These signs serve as cosmic confirmations, gentle nudges assuring you of your connection to the infinite intelligence that orchestrates all of creation. Consider the tale of Samuel, a shepherd who learned to navigate vast desert expanses by following the North Star. While others saw only scattered points of light, Samuel recognized the steady beacon that would guide him home. Night after night, through storms and clear skies alike, that unwavering light showed him the way. The signs appearing in your life act as your North Star, constant reminders of your connection to the universal flow. They appear precisely when needed, offering guidance, confirmation, and sometimes gentle course corrections. These synchronicities are not mere coincidence, but the universe's way of speaking directly to your soul. The ancient wisdom reveals that signs manifest most clearly when you maintain awareness without attachment. Like Samuel following his star, trust in the guidance while remaining open to how it may appear. Some signs whisper while others shout, but all carry messages meant specifically for you. To begin working with this celestial language, create a sacred practice of recording the signs that appear in your daily life. Take a moment each evening to document the synchronicities, repeated patterns, and meaningful coincidences you encounter. Note not just what occurred, but how it made you feel and what insight it offered about your path. This sign journal becomes your personal star map, helping you recognize the patterns guiding your journey. As you consistently record these cosmic winks, you'll develop a deeper understanding of how the universe communicates with you specifically. Some days may bring dramatic signs, while others offer subtle hints. All are worthy of acknowledgement. Through this practice, you strengthen your connection to the universal guidance system, always at work in your life. Like the stargazer mapping the heavens, you begin to read the sacred language written in the everyday moments of your existence. Chapter 18, Trusting the Flow. In the heart of ancient mountains, a river named Zephyr began its journey as a mere trickle, though the path ahead seemed daunting, filled with towering cliffs and immovable stones. Zephyr possessed an innate wisdom. Instead of fighting against the terrain, it simply flowed, allowing its waters to find natural pathways through the rock. Over time, this gentle persistence carved magnificent canyons, creating beauty where obstacles once stood. You, like Zephyr, possess the power to transform obstacles through surrender. The universe operates through divine intelligence, crafting pathways you cannot yet see. When you release the need to control every aspect of your journey, you tap into this greater wisdom that guides all things. The reality loop responds not to force but to flow. As you align with its currents, you discover that what appeared as barriers become gateways to new possibilities. This surrender is not passive resignation but active trust in the universal order that orchestrates all manifestation. Consider Marcus, a sailor who mastered the art of working with the wind. While others struggled against the currents, Marcus learned to adjust his sails, allowing the natural forces to carry him to his destination. Through storms and calm seas alike, he maintained unwavering faith in the wisdom of the wind. His trust was rewarded as he discovered routes more efficient than any he could have planned. When you surrender to the flow of universal energy, you enter a state of effortless creation. Like Marcus with his sails, you learn to work with the forces already in motion, allowing them to carry you toward your desires. This requires releasing the illusion of control and trusting in the perfect unfolding of your path. To assist in this sacred practice of surrender, find a quiet space where you can be undisturbed. Close your eyes and envision yourself as water flowing through the landscape of your life. Feel the freedom of moving without resistance, knowing that every twist and turn serves your highest good. Breathe deeply into this state of trust, allowing tension to dissolve with each exhale. Now bring to mind your desired reality. Rather than forcing or striving, simply hold it in your awareness while maintaining this state of flow. Visualize yourself being carried effortlessly toward this vision, supported by currents of universal energy. Trust that the path will reveal itself in perfect timing. End this meditation by expressing gratitude for the unseen forces guiding your journey. Know that as you surrender to this flow, the reality loop works through you with greater power, bringing your desires into manifestation with divine grace and perfect timing. Chapter 19, The Sacred Pause. In a sunlit studio nestled among ancient hills, Amara stood before her masterpiece in progress. Though her hands yearned to continue adding layers of color, she stepped back, allowing space between herself and the canvas. In this moment of stillness, the painting revealed itself in ways her focused gaze had missed. Subtle imbalances became clear, hidden harmonies emerged, and new possibilities awakened in her vision. You too must learn the sacred art of stepping back. Within the reality loop, moments of stillness serve as windows through which deeper truths emerge. Like Amara before her canvas, your pause creates space for clarity to dawn. In the fertile valleys below the studio, wise Ibrahim tended his fields with similar wisdom. While others exhausted their soil with constant planting, he understood the power of rest. By allowing certain fields to lie fallow, Ibrahim enabled the earth to replenish itself, yielding far greater harvests in seasons to come. The land spoke to him through its cycles of activity and rest, teaching him the rhythm of renewal. These ancient practices reveal a fundamental truth. Stillness is not the absence of creation, but its foundation. When you consciously step back from the constant doing, you allow your energy to recalibrate, your vision to expand, and your alignment to deepen. Like Amara seeing her painting anew, or Ibrahim's fields gathering strength, your moments of pause foster profound transformation. The universe speaks most clearly in silence. In these sacred intervals between action, you can hear the whispers of intuition guiding your next steps. Your energy field, like a pond settling after ripples, returns to crystal clarity, reflecting your true desires with perfect precision. To integrate this wisdom into your practice, find a quiet place where you can remain undisturbed. Close your eyes and allow your awareness to expand beyond the immediate concerns of daily life. Breathe deeply, feeling each breath create more space within. As thoughts arise, observe them without attachment, like watching clouds pass across an endless sky. In this state of receptive stillness, gently bring your attention to your current path and intentions. Without trying to analyze or plan, simply hold them in your awareness. Notice what insights naturally arise when you create space for them to emerge. Let this practice become a daily ritual, a sacred pause that allows your energy to realign with the higher frequencies of your desires. Remember, these moments of stillness are not separate from your manifestation practice, but essential to its power. Through them, you maintain the clear vision and aligned energy that activates the reality loop's transformative potential. Chapter 20. The Daily Shift Practice. In a timeless mountain village, Lena the Weaver began each dawn with sacred intention. Before touching her loom, she would light a single candle, offer gratitude to the rising sun, and center her spirit in silence. Only then would her hands begin their dance with thread and wool, weaving patterns that seemed to capture starlight within their threads. Day after day, her dedication transformed simple strands into a tapestry of breathtaking beauty, each thread placed with purpose and presence. Your journey of reality shifting requires this same devoted attention. Like Lena's weaving, your practice gains power through consistent, intentional action. The universe responds not to sporadic bursts of energy, but to the steady pulse of aligned intention maintained through daily ritual. The ancient laws reveal that sustained vibrational alignment creates lasting transformation. Each morning brings an opportunity to set your frequency, each evening a chance to integrate the day's lessons. Through regular practice, you build an energetic foundation strong enough to support profound reality shifts. In the valley below Lena's village, old Marcus tended his garden with similar devotion. Each morning he would walk the rows of seedlings, offering water and removing weeds with careful attention. He spoke softly to his plants, understanding that their growth responded to both physical care and energetic nurturing. Through his consistent presence, tiny seeds transformed into abundant life, proving that daily dedication yields miraculous results. Your reality-shifting practice requires this same tender cultivation. Like Marcus with his garden, you must nurture your intentions daily, clearing away doubts and feeding your vision with positive energy. Through regular attention, your desired reality takes root and flourishes. The power of ritual lies not in complexity but in consistency. A simple practice performed with full presence holds more transformative potential than elaborate ceremonies done sporadically. Your daily ritual becomes a sacred bridge between current circumstances and desired manifestations. To anchor this wisdom in practice, create your personal reality-shifting ritual. Begin each morning by entering a state of peaceful receptivity. Light a candle, or create another symbolic gesture that marks this time as sacred. Spend several minutes in quiet visualization, seeing yourself living your desired reality with full sensory awareness. Feel the emotions of your vision as if it were already manifest. Follow this with spoken affirmations that align with your intentions, feeling each word resonate through your being. Complete your ritual with expressions of gratitude for what is and what is becoming. This practice, performed consistently, creates an energetic container for transformation. The time you dedicate to this practice is not separate from life, but is its very foundation. Through daily ritual, you maintain the vibrational frequency necessary for reality shifting, allowing the universe to respond with increasing power to your aligned energy. Part 3. Embodying Infinite Possibility. Chapter 21. The Infinite Field. Along the ancient Silk Roads, a wanderer named Rahul journeyed until he reached what appeared to be the edge of the world. There, stretching before him in endless expanse, lay an ocean of such vastness that sky and water merged into one infinite horizon. As he stood at its shore, Rahul realized that each wave contained countless possibilities, each ripple a different potential reality waiting to emerge. You stand now at a similar threshold, gazing into the quantum field of infinite possibility. Like that boundless ocean, this field contains every conceivable reality, every potential outcome, every dream you've held in your heart. Your thoughts and intentions act as keys, unlocking specific realities from this infinite sea of possibility. The ancient masters understood that consciousness shapes reality through its interaction with this quantum field. Your every thought ripples across its surface, drawing forth corresponding manifestations. When you align your energy with a specific possibility, you begin to draw that reality into your experience. In a distant valley, a wise gardener named Maya cultivated a remarkable garden. Rather than planting a single crop, she scattered seeds of every variety imaginable. Some villagers questioned her methods, but Maya understood a profound truth. By planting diverse seeds, she created a field of possibilities. Each seed represented a different potential reality, and through her careful attention and choice, she could nurture specific plants to full bloom while allowing others to remain dormant. Like Maya's garden, your consciousness plants seeds in the quantum field. Every thought, every intention, every focused desire is a seed of potential reality. Through deliberate choice and sustained attention, you determine which possibilities flourish and manifest in your experience. The quantum field responds to your vibrational signature with perfect precision. When you maintain clear intention and aligned energy, you draw forth corresponding realities from the infinite ocean of possibility. This is not mere chance, but the operation of universal law. Close your eyes now and enter into sacred communion with the quantum field. Visualize yourself standing at the shore of an infinite ocean, each wave carrying countless potential realities. Feel the vastness of possibility surrounding you. Allow your consciousness to expand, embracing the understanding that any reality you can conceive exists within this field. Now, with focused intention, visualize the specific reality you wish to manifest. See it taking form like a shimmering pattern on the ocean's surface. Feel yourself energetically selecting this reality from the infinite possibilities before you. Let your entire being resonate with the frequency of this chosen reality, drawing it closer through the power of your aligned attention. Hold this visualization until you feel a deep sense of connection with your chosen reality. Know that through this practice, you are actively engaging with the quantum field, calling forth the manifestation of your desires from the ocean of infinite possibility. Chapter 22. Becoming the Master Observer. In the mountains of an ancient land, an elder named Kenzo spent his evenings gazing at the stars. Night after night he observed the celestial dance with perfect tranquility, understanding that his role was not to control the movements of the heavens but to witness their eternal flow. As others rushed about in constant motion, Kenzo maintained his peaceful observation, knowing that true wisdom comes from watching without attachment. You too possess this capacity for serene observation. Like the stars that move across the night sky, your thoughts, emotions, and circumstances flow through the field of your awareness. When you step back from identifying with these passing phenomena, you gain the power to direct them consciously. The reality loop responds not to your circumstances, but to your relationship with them. As you cultivate the art of observation, you free yourself from the grip of reactive patterns. This freedom allows you to choose your vibrational state deliberately, regardless of external conditions. In a quiet village, a potter named Amara spent her days shaping clay into beautiful vessels. While her hands moved with purpose, her eyes maintained a steady, detached awareness of the transformation taking place before her. She neither rushed the process nor resisted it, but watched with peaceful attention as each piece took form. Through this balance of intentional action and detached observation, her creations achieved perfect harmony. Like Amara with her clay, you can shape your reality while maintaining the perspective of a conscious observer. This dual awareness, being both the creator and witness of your experience, empowers you to guide the reality loop with wisdom and precision. As you cultivate this observer consciousness, you'll notice how your thoughts and emotions arise and dissolve like clouds in the sky. This awareness creates space between you and your experiences, allowing you to choose your response rather than react unconsciously. To strengthen this capacity for conscious observation, practice this ancient reflection exercise throughout your day. Set aside moments to pause and watch your thoughts and emotions as they flow through your awareness. Like Kenzo observing the stars, maintain a peaceful distance from what you observe. Notice how thoughts arise, peak, and fade away. Feel emotions move through you without becoming entangled in their story. Simply witness whatever appears in your consciousness without judgment or attachment. When you notice yourself becoming identified with a thought or emotion, gently return to the position of the observer. Remember that you are not your thoughts or feelings, but the awareness in which they appear. From this space of clear seeing, you can consciously choose which energies to cultivate and which to let pass like clouds in the sky. This practice of conscious observation will gradually transform your relationship with the reality loop, empowering you to direct your energy with greater wisdom and effectiveness. Chapter 23, Manifesting with Ease. In a sun-dappled forest, a small sparrow gathered twigs and leaves, weaving them into an intricate nest. Without blueprints or instruction, the bird followed its inner knowing, each piece falling perfectly into place. The sparrow worked neither hastily nor sluggishly, but in perfect rhythm with nature's flow. Through this natural alignment, a beautiful home emerged effortlessly. Within you lies this same innate wisdom. The universe operates through the path of least resistance, like water flowing downhill or leaves turning toward sunlight. When you align with this natural flow, manifestation becomes as effortless as a bird building its nest. Your desires seek expression through you just as the sparrow's instinct guides its creation. Resistance arises only when you fight against this natural unfolding, attempting to force outcomes through willpower alone. True power comes from aligning with the universal current that already moves in the direction of your dreams. In a grand concert hall, a violinist named Maya took the stage without sheet music or preparation. As she lifted her bow, She closed her eyes and surrendered to the music that lived within her. Her fingers danced across the strings without thought or effort, creating a melody of such beauty that it brought tears to the eyes of all who listened. Maya didn't create the music. She allowed it to flow through her. Like Maya's song, your manifestations emerge most powerfully when you release the need to control every detail. The universe knows the perfect path to your desires, just as your body knows how to breathe without conscious direction. Your role is not to force the process, but to align with it. When you find yourself straining or struggling, recognize these as signals that you've stepped out of alignment with universal flow. Ease is not laziness. It is the natural state of creation when you're in harmony with cosmic forces. To embrace this effortless way of being, practice this ancient visualization. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Imagine yourself as a leaf floating on a gentle stream. Feel how the water carries you without effort on your part. Notice how releasing resistance allows you to flow smoothly around every obstacle. Let this sensation of effortless movement fill your entire being. Now, bring to mind your deepest desires and affirm, I release all resistance. My path unfolds with perfect ease. Like the bird builds its nest and the musician plays her song, I allow my desires to manifest naturally through me. I trust in the wisdom of the universe to guide my way. Chapter 24. The Harmonized Self. In the grand concert hall of an ancient city, 100 musicians sat poised with their instruments. The conductor, Master Chen, stood motionless before them, his eyes closed in silent meditation. As he raised his baton, something extraordinary occurred. Each musician felt an inexplicable connection to every other player. The strings breathed as one, the brass resonated in perfect unity, and the percussion pulsed with the heartbeat of life itself. In that moment, the orchestra transcended individual talent to become a single, harmonious force. Like this orchestra, you possess multiple aspects that must align to create the symphony of manifestation. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions are instruments awaiting their conductor, your conscious awareness. When these elements play in harmony, reality shifts with graceful precision. The wisdom of ages teaches that true manifestation flows from inner harmony. As above, so below, as within, so without. Your outer world mirrors the degree of alignment you achieve within. In a humble workshop nestled among mountain peaks, the master craftsman Isabella crafted scales of extraordinary precision. She understood that perfect balance required more than mechanical accuracy. It demanded an integration of eye, hand, and heart. One day, as she calibrated her finest creation, Isabella discovered that the scale achieved perfect equilibrium only when she herself found stillness within. The scale became a reflection of her inner state, responding to the subtle harmonics of her being. This ancient truth reveals itself. Your reality crystallizes from the delicate balance of your internal state. When mind, body, and spirit align, manifestation occurs with natural grace. Like Isabella's scale, your life responds to the precise calibration of your inner world. To harness this wisdom, immerse yourself in this sacred practice of integration. Seat yourself in tranquility and close your eyes. Envision 3 golden spheres of light, one in your mind, one in your heart, and one in your core. Watch as these spheres begin to pulse with the same rhythm, their light growing brighter with each beat. Feel your thoughts, emotions, and physical being synchronizing like instruments in a cosmic orchestra. Speak these words of power. As these lights merge into one, I align all aspects of my being. My thoughts, feelings, and actions flow in perfect harmony with my highest vision. I am balanced, I am whole, I am one with the universal flow. Chapter 25, The Dance of Duality. In the grand halls of an ancient temple, Maya, a revered dancer, performed a sacred ritual that had been passed down through countless generations. As she moved, her flowing robes caught both light and shadow, creating patterns that told stories of eternal wisdom. With each graceful step, she demonstrated that darkness was not to be feared, but embraced as part of the eternal dance. You too are engaged in this timeless dance between light and shadow. Within every experience lies the seed of its opposite. Joy contains sorrow, strength emerges from weakness, wisdom springs from uncertainty. These opposing forces are not enemies but partners in the great dance of creation. The universe operates through perfect balance, like Maya's dance. Your journey of manifestation requires harmony between opposing energies. When you resist the shadow aspects of yourself or your experiences, you create discord in the natural flow of creation. In the fertile valleys of an ancient land, the farmer Kaito understood this profound truth. Through years of tending his fields, he learned that abundance required both the warmth of summer and the rest of winter. He did not curse the fallow season, for he knew it prepared the soil for future harvests. In times of drought, he deepened his roots. In times of plenty, he shared his harvest. This wisdom echoes through the ages. Creation flows in cycles of action and rest, expansion and contraction. Your power to manifest grows when you honor both the light of your achievements and the shadow of your challenges. The shadow holds gifts that the light cannot provide. In moments of doubt, you discover faith. Through loss, you learn appreciation. Within every challenge lies the seed of greater understanding. Your journey of manifestation calls for this sacred balance. When you embrace both aspects of your nature, the light of your aspirations and the shadow of your fears, you access the full spectrum of your creative power. Take up your journal now and engage in this ancient practice of integration. Draw a line down the center of the page. On one side, write light, and list the aspects of yourself and your life that feel bright, expansive, and aligned with your desires. On the other side, write shadow, and acknowledge the parts that challenge you, the fears that arise, the patterns you wish to transform. Study both columns with equal attention. For each shadow aspect, discover its hidden gift. For each light quality, recognize how it emerged from past challenges. Write a statement of integration for each pair, acknowledging how both serve your growth. Conclude by writing this affirmation: I embrace the full spectrum of my being. In light and shadow, I find wisdom. Through acceptance of all that I am, my power to create grows stronger. Chapter 26, The Vibrational Ascension. In the mists of dawn, a lone climber named Jen began his ascent of the sacred peak. With each step up the ancient path, he felt the air grow thinner, yet his spirit lighter. Though his muscles ached and his breath came in gasps, he persisted, drawn by an inexplicable force that pulled him toward the summit. As the sun broke through the clouds, Jen reached the mountaintop. There, suspended between heaven and earth, he experienced a profound transformation. The limitations that had bound him in the valley dissolved, and he glimpsed reality from a higher perspective. In that crystalline moment, he understood that his journey up the mountain mirrored the elevation of consciousness itself. You too stand at the threshold of such elevation. Like Jen's climb, your journey to higher vibrational states requires dedication and persistence. Each choice to rise above lower emotions, fear, doubt, anger, lifts you closer to the summit of your potential. The universe operates on frequencies, each reality existing at its own vibrational level. When you maintain elevated states of being, love, joy, peace, gratitude, you naturally attract experiences that match these frequencies. This is not mere theory, but a fundamental law as reliable as gravity. In a humble monastery, the wise teacher Ming lit a single candle in a vast dark hall. As the flame flickered to life, darkness retreated, and the space was transformed. One small light changed the nature of the entire room. The other monks watched in wonder as Ming explained, "The darkness, no matter how ancient or deep, cannot resist even the smallest light." This truth applies to your own vibrational state. When you elevate your frequency through conscious choice, you become like that candle, transforming not only your inner world, but radiating that change into your surroundings. Your elevated state creates a field that lifts everything it touches. Now, engage in this sacred practice of frequency calibration. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Breathe deeply and scan your emotional state. On a scale of light, where do you vibrate? Notice any heaviness, any shadows that dim your radiance. Begin to elevate your frequency through conscious focus. Recall a moment of pure joy, of deep peace, of overwhelming gratitude. Let this memory fill your being. Feel your energy lifting, becoming lighter, brighter. Hold this elevated state and affirm, "I choose to vibrate at the frequency of my highest good. I am light. I am love. I am limitless potential." Practice this calibration throughout your day. When you notice your frequency dropping, pause, breathe, and consciously choose to elevate your state. Like Zen on the mountain, each step upward brings you closer to sustaining these higher realities. Chapter 27, The Eternal Present. In the heart of an ancient grove, a monk named Kenzo sat beneath a towering oak tree. As the morning mist swirled around him, he closed his eyes and settled into deep meditation. In that sacred stillness, something extraordinary occurred. Time itself seemed to pause. Within a single breath, Kenzo experienced the infinite expanse of eternity. Past and future dissolved, leaving only the pure awareness of now. You too hold this power within you. The present moment is not merely a fleeting instant between past and future. It is the doorway through which all creation flows. When you fully inhabit the now, you tap into the eternal source of manifestation. The reality loop activates most powerfully in presence. Your thoughts, emotions, and energy align perfectly when you release the weight of yesterday and the worry of tomorrow. In this alignment, you become a clear channel for universal forces to flow through you. By a meandering stream lived a humble fisherman named Wei. Each morning, he would watch the water flow past his cottage, marveling at how the river moved as one continuous motion. "The river knows no yesterday or tomorrow," Wei observed. "It flows only in the eternal now, and in this lies its power." Like the river, your creative force flows most freely when you release resistance to what was or anxiety about what may be. The present moment holds infinite potential, waiting to be shaped by your conscious awareness. Through presence, you become the artist of your reality, wielding the brush of now to paint your desires into being. Each breath offers a fresh canvas, each moment a new opportunity to align with your highest vision. Now settle into this sacred practice of presence. Find a quiet space where you can be undisturbed. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Feel the air flowing in and out of your body, anchoring you in the now. With each inhale, receive the gift of this moment. With each exhale, release all thoughts of past and future. Let gratitude fill your being for this eternal now, where all possibilities exist. Continue breathing mindfully, allowing yourself to sink deeper into presence. Feel the aliveness of this moment, the pure potential it contains. This is where your power to shape reality resides, in the sacred space of now. Chapter 28, Beyond the Veil. In a distant mountain monastery, a traveler named Ramin discovered an ancient tapestry hanging between two pillars. As he approached, the fabric shimmered with an otherworldly light. Drawn by an inexplicable force, he reached out and gently lifted the veil. Beyond it lay not the expected stone wall, but an infinite expanse of stars, galaxies, and dimensions beyond mortal comprehension. In that moment, Ramin understood that reality was far vaster than his mind had allowed him to perceive. You stand now at a similar threshold. The boundaries you perceive are but veils created by limited consciousness. When you dare to look beyond them, infinite possibilities await your discovery. The universe operates on multiple levels of consciousness, each revealing deeper truths about existence. Your current perception is merely the surface of an endless ocean of potential. By expanding your awareness, you access realms of possibility previously hidden from view. In the depths of an ancient sea, a pearl diver named Maya ventured deeper than she had ever gone before. As she descended past familiar waters, she discovered a hidden grotto illuminated by bioluminescent life forms. This new world challenged everything she knew about the ocean's limits. In surrendering to the unknown, she found treasures beyond imagination. Like Maya, you must be willing to explore beyond the comfortable depths of ordinary consciousness. Each level of awareness you access reveals new dimensions of potential, new ways of being, new possibilities for creation. Through the practice of expanded consciousness, you dissolve the artificial boundaries between what is and what could be. Your reality transforms as you allow yourself to perceive beyond the veil of limited thinking. Now find a quiet space and settle into a comfortable position. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, allowing each exhale to release the constraints of ordinary perception. Imagine before you a gossamer veil, shimmering with infinite possibility. As you reach out to lift this veil, feel yourself stepping into a vast expanse of unlimited potential. Let your consciousness expand outward, embracing the infinite nature of existence. Feel yourself becoming one with this limitless space, where all possibilities exist simultaneously. Here, in this expanded state of awareness, you recognize yourself as both the creator and the creation, unlimited by previous boundaries. Chapter 29, The Reality Shifter's Legacy. In the heart of a vast darkness, there lived a humble torchbearer named Soren. Each evening, as shadows deepened across the land, he would light his torch and walk the winding mountain paths. Though he began his journey alone, travelers soon noticed his unwavering light and found themselves drawn to its warmth. Without speaking a word, Soren's presence illuminated not just the physical path, but awakened something within those who followed, a recognition of their own inner light. You too carry a torch, though you may not yet realize its power. Every shift in your consciousness, every elevation in your frequency, creates ripples that touch countless lives around you. The universe operates through an intricate web of connection, where each individual transformation contributes to the collective awakening of all beings. As you align with higher truths and embody them in your daily life, you become a living testament to what is possible. In a fertile valley, there lived a gardener named Arya, who understood the power of legacy. Each spring, she planted not just for the current season, but with the vision of a future she would never see. She carefully selected seeds of the strongest, most beautiful flowers and nurtured them with intention. Years after she departed, travelers would stop and wonder at the magnificent garden that had spread across the entire valley, touching lives she had never known. Like Arya's garden, Your personal transformation plants seeds of possibility in the consciousness of others. Each time you choose love over fear, abundance over lack, or possibility over limitation, you create new pathways for others to follow. Your journey of awakening is not merely for your own evolution. It is a sacred contribution to the expansion of human consciousness. As you embody the truth of infinite potential, you become a living bridge for others to cross from limitation into possibility. Sacred insight. Your transformation illuminates the path for all who follow. The light you carry is unique to your journey, yet it holds the power to ignite the dormant potential in countless others. By fully embracing your own evolution, you create an energetic permission that allows others to step into their power. Take a moment now to connect with your highest vision. In your journal, write a statement that begins, "As I embrace my full potential, I contribute to the world by..." Let your words flow naturally, expressing how your personal growth and alignment with universal truth creates positive change in the lives of others. Write from your heart, seeing clearly how your light inspires and uplifts those around you. This vision statement becomes your torch, reminding you that your journey serves not only your own evolution, but contributes to the awakening of all. Chapter 30, Living as the Creator. In the quietest hour before dawn, there lived a master artist named Thaddeus, who had devoted decades to perfecting his craft. For years, he studied light and shadow, form and flow, until his hand moved as an extension of his spirit. On the morning of his final masterpiece, he stood before a blank canvas, closed his eyes, and allowed divine inspiration to flow through him. As his brush danced across the canvas, the painting seemed to create itself, every stroke precisely placed, every color perfectly chosen. When he stepped back, the finished work captured not just an image, but the very essence of creation itself. You now stand before the canvas of your own life, having learned the sacred principles that govern all creation. The reality loop flows through you as naturally as breath, and your consciousness has expanded to embrace its infinite potential. Within the universal field of creation, you are both the artist and the masterpiece, the dreamer and the dream. Each thought you think, each emotion you feel, each action you take paints upon the canvas of existence with divine precision. In an ancient temple high in the mountains, a magnificent phoenix lay dying in its nest of flames. Yet even as its form dissolved into ash, it held no fear, for it knew the eternal truth of transformation. As the last ember faded, new life stirred within the ashes. The phoenix emerged, its wings shimmering with golden light, and soared into the endless sky, not as a different being, but as a higher expression of itself. Like the phoenix, you have undergone a profound metamorphosis. The limited self has been transformed in the sacred fires of wisdom, and from those ashes rises your true identity as a conscious creator of reality. Every principle you have learned, every practice you have embraced, has prepared you for this moment of stepping fully into your power. You are no longer bound by old patterns or limited by past beliefs. You are the author of your story, the sculptor of your circumstances, the master artist of your life. Sacred insight. You are the divine creator expressing itself through human form. This journey has led you to the ultimate truth that you are not separate from the creative force of the universe, but are that very force individualized into human form. Your thoughts are its thoughts, your hands are its hands, your creations are its creations. Now is the time to fully claim this truth. Take a moment to create a powerful affirmation that acknowledges your divine creative nature. Let these words arise from the depths of your being. expressing your absolute knowing of who you truly are. Speak this affirmation daily upon waking. I am the conscious creator of my reality, expressing infinite potential through every thought, word, and action. Through me, the universe creates anew. Let this declaration become the foundation from which you paint the masterpiece of your life. Conclusion. In the depths of a moonlit valley, a traveler named Alara paused at a crystal-clear pool. As she gazed into its mirrored surface, she saw not just her reflection, but the entire journey that had led her to this moment. In the water's depths, she witnessed again the first uncertain steps, the challenges overcome, the wisdom gained. Yet what struck her most was how the sage she had so long sought to find had been within her all along. You too now stand at such a pool of reflection. The reality loop has revealed itself not as mere knowledge to be learned, but as the very essence of your being waiting to be remembered. Each principle you have uncovered, each practice you have embraced, has awakened what was always present within you. The ancient teachings speak of circles within circles, spirals of creation that never truly end. So too does your journey continue, expanding ever outward into new dimensions of possibility. You have learned that reality shifts in response to your consciousness, that your thoughts and emotions weave the fabric of experience, that every moment holds the potential for transformation. These truths are not meant to remain as words upon these pages. They live through you as you step into each new day, consciously creating your reality. The universe speaks through your intuition, moves through your actions, and expresses through your unique way of being. Remember that the reality loop flows eternally, through every breath, every choice, every moment of awareness. You are its conscious expression, a light bearer, illuminating the path for others as you continue your own expansion. Let these teachings resonate in your heart as you move forward. Let them guide your steps as you navigate the infinite possibilities before you. For in discovering these principles, you have not reached an end, but rather a new beginning, one that opens into ever greater horizons of potential. The sacred knowledge you now carry is both a gift and a responsibility. As you embody these truths, you become a living example of conscious creation, inspiring others to awaken to their own creative power. Your very presence serves as a reminder of what is possible when one aligns with the eternal principles of manifestation. This is not a conclusion, but a commencement. Each day brings fresh opportunities to apply these principles, to deepen your understanding, to expand your mastery of reality creation. The journey continues, spiraling ever upward into new realms of possibility. You are both the sage and the seeker, the teacher and the student, forever growing, forever learning, forever creating. The reality loop flows through you as you, expressing the infinite potential of existence itself. If you enjoyed this exclusive audiobook, I handpicked this next book which will change your life.